Welcome to episode number 79. Where were you on that?
79.
You're supposed to pick up on that one.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Let's talk about turning base metal into gold. Would you like to be able to turn some base metal into gold?
I like gold.
I know you do.
So yes.
I think it's a woman's best friend. And let me start off with an esoteric axiom, because actually turning base metal into gold probably isn't what you think it is. But we'll talk more about that in a moment. Esoteric axiom says transmutation, not denial, is the tool of mastery. What does that mean to you, Beersheba?
It means that you can't go around pretending nothing is wrong with a fake smiley face.
Oh, so it's not just about thinking positive.
No.
It's not denying that some things are really going haywire right now.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely correct. Transmutation, not denial, is a tool of mastery. And this goes completely contrary to a lot of the traditional personal development movement. Just, ignore things and pretend like you never have a bad day. Sometimes you do. But nonetheless, you've maybe heard of this crazy concept of alchemy. If you've been hanging out with us for any amount of time, you have. And even if this is the first time, maybe you've heard about alchemy, and most people think it was a group of these crazy guys in lab coats attempting to turn literal base metal into gold.
Yeah.
Now, is that what it's really about, Beersheba?
No, it's about guys in robes and magical tubes and stuff and wands doing that, not guys in lab coats.
So you have to have wands and robes and
it's magic,
that kind of things. I would suggest you don't have to have those kind of things.
No, you don't.
The base metal into gold of alchemy is really a metaphor. And it was put up as a front, quite frankly, for the Catholic Church during the Inquisition, where they were seeking out and destroying the heretics. Destroying all the heretics, everyone that disagrees with us. Isn't it unfortunate, Beersheba, that religion has been one of the most largest causes of violence throughout history? It's crazy. I mean, when I was in Peru, there were several of the Inca temples that had been leveled by the conquistadors, and they built Catholic churches on top of them. But needless, what transmutation really means is taking something of low value, which we could call lead, and turning it into something of what?
High value.
High value, which we could call
transmutation.
Gold. Taking something of low value, which is lead, and turning it into something of high value, which is gold. And so ultimately, the gold that the true alchemist seeks is an awakened, enlightened consciousness. What many ancient teachings call a Christ consciousness, if you will. Now, is Christ a name given to one person, Beersheba?
It's a title.
It's a title. Do you remember what it means?
It's the anointed one.
That is correct.
Thank you.
You get 2 points. It's the chosen one or the anointed one, or in more common terms, it's becoming an ideal human being. To become an ideal human being. So the ultimate objective of alchemy is to become an ideal human being. That's a pretty good objective, isn't it?
Yes, we need that.
We need that desperately. Actually, it's to become more than human. What's that mean, Beersheba? How do you become more than human?
It's above and beyond. Well, let's get to human first.
Yeah, well, is it a fact that you have to work to just be human?
Yes. I think every single one of us has to work at being acting as a human being. It's a potential we have. Let's put it that way.
I think you're correct. I mean, there's a lot of people that are subhuman. They're really acting on an animalistic level. And so consequently, it is the objective to get to human first, and then you become superhuman. Now, superhuman is not dodging bullets and jumping tall buildings.
No.
That's not what it means. What's the prefix super mean?
It's above.
That's right. It's above and beyond. It's to transcend or become a higher order of humanity. Let's face it. Look around you, and you'll quickly realize, just like Beersheba, you stated a moment ago, that a large portion of so-called humanity is operating at an animalistic level.
Yes.
What's driving most people in today's society, Beersheba?
Are you saying like their senses? Is that what you mean?
Well,
or?
that's an
Money.
Yes. Their senses is a good is a good answer, driven by their senses. But what are they going after with those senses? You said money. That's one of them.
Money, materialism, food, pleasure, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit.
That's not even human. It's really not. If you look at an animal, what is an animal driven by? It's driven by food, sex, power, not money necessarily.
Not money, sorry.
But look at a wolf. Food, sex, power.
If it knew, it would.
If it knew, it probably would be. Becoming human means having high morals, means having principles and virtues, to literally transmute, this is alchemy, to transmute the lower animal drives, which is lead, into higher drives of meaning and purpose, which is
gold.
Little late.
Sorry.
Yeah, for as much as you like it, you're a little slow on that one. From that place, the journey continues step by step, stage by stage, to superhuman. So you move from subhuman to human to superhuman, but it's really important to understand that you must become fully human first. If you're really driven by your senses, if you're only driven by money, food, sex, power, you're not truly human, because there's so much more to life than that.
Yeah.
There's so much more than sensual pleasures and power. And this journey is the true objective of all alchemy. And it's what the alchemists call the great work. What's the great work, Beersheba?
The great work is to become a clear conduit so that you can basically have God work through you.
That's right. It's to bring God into the world of form through you, to be a good representation of God in this physical world. And this is the journey that metaphorically turns lead into gold. So there are three simple reasons that you're here. And these help you to move from subhuman to human to, hopefully, if you really are committed, to superhuman. Three fundamental reasons we're all here. Do you know what those are, Beersheba?
You must grow up, clean up. First, you have to clean up.
Yeah.
You got quiet.
You backed it up. Well, I was waiting for you to give me all three. So.
Clean up, grow up, and wake up.
That's right. And why must they happen in that order? Clean up, grow up, wake up.
Well, because first we have to do a lot of cleanup work. A lot of us just walk around doing things thinking, oh, well, this is who I am. Well, no, it's your, acting out the behaviors you've learned from wherever you grew up, whatever your environment was that you grew up in.
Right. They've been given to you as unsolicited gifts from your parents and your grandparents and your environment. And we think that we own these things, but really they're not even ours.
Right.
And so we have to clean up, grow up, wake up, and they have to happen in that order. Clean up, and then as you clean up, you begin to literally grow up, and then hopefully you will wake up. And as they happen in that order, then you have the high possibility to turn base metal into gold. More to come on this topic. This is a setup and a foundation for you. Hopefully this makes sense to you. I want to thank you for joining us. Thank you for a couple moments of your day, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Take care.
God bless.